R.I.P. to the Queen.
Yeah, rest in peace, Angie Stone.
That was crazy.
Shocking.
Absolutely. So, you know, Tory's putting out an album. He's been putting out like a ton of projects, but the thing is, he pre-recording them.
I'm curious to know why we haven't heard from Young Thug more. What's your top collab album, rap album of all time?
Ooh, that is tough.
We're going to revisit your project. You said that I used the adjective.
Yeah, you said nice.
Yeah. How you felt in the moment of me describing your project as nice. What's a song you had no business listening to as a child, but you didn't realize it until you got older? It was OPP for me. I didn't know what OPP was. Until I got like of age, I had facial hair. Other people's that's crazy. I thought, wow. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. They
I'm telling
covered
you.
it in mainstream by saying other people's property.
Yes,
but no, other people's. Yes.
That is nuts.
Yo, what's good, people? It's your boy, Way More Fly Than You. We back, episode 6, the Audio Dope Podcast. I'm joined here with my player partner.
What it do? It's your boy Teddy.
Yeah, man, we back. We got a very special guest joining us today. It only took 5 years. I've been chasing this nigga for a long time. You know what I'm saying? But introduce yourself, sir, for those who may not be familiar with you.
DMac. Yeah, that's about it. Y'all only on episode 6?
Season 2. Don't play with us.
Don't play with us. Season 2.
Yeah, season 2, episode 6. Yeah. But DMac, man, long time friend of mine, man. We've been rocking for a minute. You wanna tell what you do? Like they just know DMac. You know?
Funny enough, this is kind of the similar way we met, right?
That is true.
Yeah.
Yes. It all started in I could shout him out because that shit don't even make sense. It was the break room.
Right.
Back in 2000, it might have been 2010, 2011. I had a previous acquaintance who we no longer speak, but
That's what we say.
yeah,
It's not important.
yeah, it's not important. But he allowed me on his platform, and I think you was our first guest.
Was I?
Yeah, we didn't have no because me and you was following each other on Twitter, and I was like, well, shit, you know, I got a radio. This before streaming. This before. You had to be on the computer to stream the break room. It was like a live stream. They had a chat box and all of that other shit. You was our first guest, and then we used to film it in Biscayne, downtown Miami. So that was cool, yeah. So that was our first introduction. But ever since then, we've been rocking, man. So you want to talk about, like, you know, what you got going on right now, the project that you got out?
Right now, I got a project out. I remember everything. 7 songs. Oh, we need to talk about that too.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the clip where you said you was telling Teddy it was nice.
That wasn't a good. That wasn't a good adjective.
We got to talk about that.
Okay,
wording.
all right, cool.
Yeah, so I got a 7-song project out right now. I'm gonna drop 2 more projects, and then I'm gonna just go visual crazy, content crazy for the rest of the year. Artist, songwriter, producer, everything. Yeah, whole nine.
You be producing?
Yeah. Pre-production though.
Okay.
Pre-production. I'm the brains of the operation most of the time. Even with most of the stuff you hear that I make, the samples that I choose, and I've always done. It's always been me chopping up the sample.
Who's some of the acts you just for them like you've produced and written for?
If you could talk about
Yeah, I do a lot of ghosts.
Oh,
I do a
you
lot
work
of
from
ghosts.
that tier.
Yeah, I do a lot of ghost stuff. But as far as I could talk about some of the stuff that I'm working on that I'm hoping to come out soon. Tiara Trinice.
Okay.
I'm trying to get somebody. One of my goals for this year is to help Miami get a little bit more progressive sonically, and just like start to build that a community of camaraderie where, like, if I have a song, say I might write a song and I could take the song and make it mine, but instead of doing that, I'm gonna give it to somebody and let them
Do with it.
yeah, see what they're doing. That's one of the records, and I've been playing around with the idea of doing something with Chrissy Celeste, and I'm gonna see. I'll be hollering at Killer K, man, DJ Killer K. Yep. We go to the same gym. He been asking me for some records for Berg and Billy Blue, and So we're gonna see. We'll see how the year unfolds. It's not easy. You know how the Miami thing is. It's not easy. But
and for those who don't know Berg, Ice Billion.
yeah, Ice Billion Berg. I'm sorry, Ice Billion Berg. Yeah.
So, shout out to all them. I commend that because it's a lot of like right now in Miami we talk about it all the time. We kind of stuck in this time capsule.
Yeah, it's stuck in the time capsule.
That's how y'all lost the sauce.
Yeah, that's.
I know y'all two Miami niggas, and I'ma always take pride in the fact that when people think Florida musically now, I mean, growing up there, it was always Miami.
Yeah,
that shit ain't
correct.
Miami no more, man.
No.
It is Central Florida up.
Everything north of us. So Central Florida got a little buzz, with D-Lo.
We got Rod Wave, we
Rod
got
Wave.
Doechii, we got D-Lo, we got Hot Boy. You go up to Duval, you got Nardo. As crashed out as he is, Spot 'em got him had number one on radio.
That's right.
Tallahassee got Boston. They got
Boston,
Lil
yeah.
Tyler. They got Wiz Having. They got Hurricane Wisdom. Like,
And then
Everybody
even not a new the white boy
1900 Rugrat, boy.
Rugrat,
Yeah, because I was gonna shout him out for New Dope. That's like one of my favorite new cats right now.
He cool.
Yeah, okay.
I'm fucking with it.
No,
I'm
that
fucking
nigga
with it.
hard.
Yeah, he hard.
That nigga hard.
I've heard a couple records. I'm not moved as of yet, but
Man,
I
that's that geriatric side.
Man, it's not. Nigga, you. Nigga here. Bro, he swear he's so much younger than me. It's only 3 years. It's only 3.
But I say this. I think until Miami really takes a step back and embraces the fact of what he's saying, how we are very on the bottom of
Absolutely.
the cool list, the current list, everything. We just behind.
And it started with really just what you said earlier, just this collaboration, right?
Yeah.
Everybody too cool to work with each other. Everybody too famous to work with each other. And it's like, you don't really build a camaraderie that way.
There's just a bunch of egos and a bunch of big pissing contests. And I think this is my first. This is actually my first time doing the podcast, so I'm gonna give it up a little bit on here.
Okay.
One of the biggest observations that I make about Miami and our artists and our sound right now, and being stuck in that time capsule, none of the artists really go out anywhere.
Damn.
When I come home, I go out. The one person that I always see is Zoe Dollars. He's always out.
Yeah.
Always out. And I feel like that's one of the most important things. That's what I've learned is one of the most important things to keep yourself current and fresh is being out.
Yeah.
Seeing what's going on, hearing what's going on.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If you just stay in the house,
In
you
your
just gonna
bubble.
sound,
You think like what was is what is, and that's just not the case.
counterproductive.
And
Yeah.
you allow the internet to dictate your opinion. Too.
Correct.
Instead of hearing, we was finna slide somewhere last night, but even when I went to V12 last night to watch the fight.
Right.
And I don't think, I think the DJ, he played, I don't even know the guy's name, but he had sections, typically what DJs do, but he had a new artist section. He played his reggae. I didn't hear no up north music, but all the music that I heard, most of the time he was DJing from early 2000s, 2010s. Like he was playing a lot of the old records that we love. Your Juveniles, your Hot Boys, your Lil Waynes, and things of that nature. But he mixed everything in to the point where it's like, damn, like even the newer records that I didn't know that I had to Shazam, like, okay, he's catering to everybody, the total demographic that was at the spot.
That's when you know a DJing is bad, when you whip out the Shazam.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah, because I wasn't familiar with a lot of the records, man, but it sounded good.
Okay, so what do y'all think about that? Because I did make I did post on Instagram a couple nights ago, saying how different it is when I come to Atlanta and I go out, I hear nothing but new shit, and then when I'm in Miami, it's nothing but old shit.
Yep.
And I got a lot of responses from DJs as well. One DJ said that's because the old shit slapped better than the new shit.
I saw that. I actually have that as a topic. So
Okay, so all right.
we're gonna put a pin in that because we're gonna come back to that because I know exactly.
All right, for sure.
But right now, new dope, man. What we listening to? What we riding to? We'll start with you, Teddy. Like what you got? Right now.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, shout out 19. I love that project, man.
You like him that much?
Oh, he got a whole project out.
Yeah, it just dropped Friday.
Okay, I gotta check it out. What's it called?
From the porch to the pent. Yeah.
From the Porsche to the Pimp.
Yeah.
That's
1900 going hard, bro. I don't give a fuck. I always say that shit, you know. He remind me so much of the white boys I know from Florida like that. Like I kind of grew up around.
Is that the white boy that sampled the Yoon?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's him.
Okay. All right.
I think him using the C word, can I say it?
Cracker got an AR like he's shooting schools
I think that's really unique.
Yeah.
I think that's really unique.
Yeah.
It's unique.
He's embracing his heritage. I mean, he should. I think every artist should. That song, I was put on to that song by a friend of mine. And he was just like, man, if this going, I know my artist, because he worked with artists too. He was like, I know my artist could go too. And I don't know if it's the music, it's the aesthetic of who he is as an artist, that we haven't really seen anybody rapping like that. Like when you think about white boys, I'm just saying, when you think about white boys, you think about, like, I can't even say Russ is white because he's Italian.
Yeah.
You think about like your Asher Ross, your
they like that. The image is a lot cleaner.
Yeah.
real white boys. Jack Harlow, real white boy. Eminem, real white boy.
Mac Miller.
Rap his ass off. Mac Miller, real white boy. He just hang around black people. So to see 1900 in the aesthetic that he's in, I just think that's new.
Yeah, but like he said, that's that Florida. It gives it a uniqueness.
Okay.
It's like the thing I say these days is juxtaposition marketing. So like think Four Bats.
Okay.
When he popped, like the nigga with the goals, like in the middle of the hood, and when he opened his mouth to sing, you didn't expect what you heard.
Right.
Same thing with the new Asian girl. I don't know if you're familiar with her name, Sailor.
Yeah,
She's from Duval, actually.
I'm a big fan of Sailor.
You know, but you did not expect.
I love the Pookie song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You didn't
shit is
expect what was going to come out her mouth when you heard
with
it.
the black grill and everything.
Isaiah Falls is the same way. Like, shout out Orlando. But it's the same thing with 19. The only reason, like, we're familiar with it because we know white boys from Florida that are just like that. But to the world, it's still a juxtaposition because it's like, what is this? Like, it doesn't make sense aesthetically with what I'm hearing.
Right.
So, Tyler from
Tallahassee.
He is from
Yeah. Damn. Everybody, everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere but the bottom. You know what I'm saying? And that's just it's gonna take a heavy lift, you know what I'm saying, to get us back into the forefront. Because at one point in time, when Trick was rocking, when Ross was hot, that was the last time that we were really.
No. City Girls took the world by storm.
That was a moment.
It took the world by storm, though. It took the world by storm.
But it was a moment, right? Because when you look at, like, Kodak is not having a moment; he's having a career.
No, yeah, he's a legacy actor at this point.
Like at this point in time, that's what I mean. I'm not diss to City Girls or that. You know, their run was kind of short lived. Like,
I mean, but JT still has leg room, and that's an extension of the City Girls. I'm not going to say that JT's career is over. If anything, I feel like, she's got a little wave and has, a projection on her, and she's going to forever be a city girl. So therefore, I won't say it's a moment. I say, they had a wave.
I think it was bigger than a moment because they just had so much impact and influence.
Mm-hmm.
From slang to everything.
True. Okay, Matt, what you listening to now?
I hate that he said regret because now it's just like a white boy rapathon. But I'm gonna say Jack Harlow. He got a record called "Set You Free" that I really, really like.
I love that.
And "Hello Miss Johnson" that I really, really like. They both jamming, and not a lot of people talking about them at all.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Jack in a different space too. Like he making music that sounds good. I don't know, and shout out to our guys over that generation. But like Jack, it's almost like he is targeting the Zara, the H&M crowd.
You think so?
With a lot of the records that he's making, those are they're rap records, but they got a pop aesthetic to them.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, they may not make a lot of noise in the space that we kind of gravitate to, the trap or the hardcore hip hop. Mm-hmm. But the records are hard. They sound good. Sonically, they sound good. And he rapping on them too. It's not like he just, Itsy Bitsy Spider and A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
No, good conceptual songs. Yeah.
So. You got to think about the level artist he is too, though. Like, he's not just a rap artist, he's a pop artist.
Absolutely.
So therefore, like, the sonics of the songs have to kind of cater to a more mainstream crossover feel. He gave us, like, it was an EP that came out, I want to say maybe last year, where he was like rapping. And that was dope to hear, but he's never going to appease niggas.
Yeah, that's no.
He's never. So
I don't think he tried to either.
I'm just saying, like, the music, you know, when you said like Zara and H&M, it's like, that's the perfect lane. Yeah. Like, you know, the undertone is that, like, he can rap. We know he can rap. The overtone of the sonic has to be like more mainstream feel.
Yeah, but I mean, these two records, they are complete contrast of what he originally leads with. Yeah. Because he come with the straight pop radio smashes. Mm-hmm. So,
I gave Young Blue a spin.
Okay.
Young Blue project that just came out. I think it's called. It is called What Makes Us Human. Lux. Like R&B and soul, but I still like Young Blue. I don't know if whatever issue he had with Boosie is the direct, reflection of why his music isn't really translating how it is. I don't know what label he signed to right now, but the records that I heard on there thus far, I only got through half of the project, but it sounded real good.
What's the favorite joint on there so far?
He got a track on there. You know, I'm a Lil Baby fan. He got a track on there with Lil Baby called Superpowers. Okay, that's a hard record. I don't know if they're gonna try to push that. I think they should at least try to get some visuals to it. But that's a nice record.
Okay. Yeah. And speaking of podcasts, shout out to Rory. I love the record he got with his first single with Leon Thomas. That shit hard.
So does Rory sing?
Not at all. He's just a curator.
Okay, I got you.
He's just a curator.
Not Planet Orange something. What's his
Emotional Oranges?
Emotional Orange. Yeah,
I like them.
Okay,
they got some jamming records.
Got you. Okay. R.I.P. to the Queen. Angie Stone.
Yeah, rest in peace, Angie Stone.
No, that was crazy.
Shocking.
Absolutely.
Everybody be careful out on that road, man. Be careful on the road.
Life is so fragile.
It is.
Unpredictable, man. A day after her son's birthday.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. And the thing about like living in real time with social media, you see that there was a clip she was performing in Birmingham, I want to say, like the night before. Yep. I'm looking at her son's Instagram. He turned up in the club. So it's just like thinking about like all of this in real time.
How it just flips.
Yeah. It's just crazy and just unfortunate. Did they say
who was at fault yet?
No, but there was a video. I don't know if this is true. It was a guy, I guess he's a truck driver. He actually passed, he was claiming to have passed the accident scene. And he got it on video basically saying, I didn't know at the time that it was Angie Stone's Sprinter that was anyway. He passed it in the video. Sprinter was upside down.
They said flip quite a few times.
Like 3 or 4 times, yeah.
Shout out, sending love and condolences to the family.
Yeah.
And loved ones, man. It's just a very, very tragic situation.
Deeper dig, man. Well, I mean, I don't know if y'all like soul heads, neo soul heads like that. You work with JD and them, right?
Yeah.
So you know Keith.
Yeah, I know Keith.
Yeah, me and Keith will always butt heads. I'll be like, he thinks neo soul was the worst thing to ever happen to R&B. I feel like
funny enough, me and him just was in a big super music debate last night.
You got to ask him about the one me and him had. Like, and Felly will tell you too. Like, yeah, that shit was crazy. But he thinks neo soul is the worst thing that's ever happened to R&B. I feel like if you don't like neo soul, you have no taste in R&B.
Yes.
Like, so, like that whole era of Angie. Yep. Music, Soul Child, D'Angelo,
Jill.
Yeah, Blau, the Soulquarians, like, so that was the whole time.
Anthony in that too?
Yeah.
Is Anthony Hamilton in that?
It's like, it's the cusp coming off of it.
Okay.
Yeah. But like,
music had me he had me in a chokehold for years.
Hell yeah.
So that was, if we go on favorite neo soul act, that's definitely Music Soul Child.
Music Soul Child,
for me.
Yeah,
I think D'Angelo is for me. D'Angelo is that Voodoo and Brown Sugar albums. It's like
they neck and neck for sure.
And then even like just listening to like her today and yesterday, specifically like the Brother record. And I was just like, damn, thinking about music these days coming off of the mouth of, and I'm not going to generalize because I know I'll get killed, but coming off the lips of black women that make music these days in comparison to just being a kid in the back of a black kid in the back of a car, hearing that song on the radio,
right, and
hearing those literal words of affirmation for black men in comparison to like what we hear these days about black men. It's crazy, just like, it's a crazy contrast.
Yeah, I was telling somebody yesterday, the type of song that I hate the most is those kind of songs, brother. Where it's like it feels like it's like a pandery kind of song, but her song felt genuine.
So genuine.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, who y'all? So I claim music. Who y'all favorite neo soul acts? Because you said D'Angelo, right?
He said D'Angelo, and I mine is a tie between music and Jill. I love Jill. I saw Jill a couple years ago at the Essence Fest. She was incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, it was that whole wave of, fedoras.
Koofies, incense,
nasty era.
Are we? So is Erica included?
Oh, I forgot about Erica. Hell yeah. Common.
My incense queens. You know what I'm saying? Like we put Common in the
Yeah, because that was the Soulquarians. So it was like the Roots and Questlove,
I got you.
Common,
Right.
They all recorded out of Electric Lady. Like, yeah, there's so many stories of how those songs came together because they toured together. They were in the same studios together. Like, yeah.
Okay.
How impactful will we say neo soul was overall? Just music, period.
I don't know about music, period, but
Black music.
But I think black music. Extremely impactful.
Yeah,
Look at what's Summer gave us a whole Erykah Badu influenced album or EP. That was like 2 years ago.
A couple years ago.
Yeah, so it's like the roots are there from like that subgenre of R&B.
Damn, I can't believe we left out Erykah.
Yeah, I can't either.
That's what I'm hearing. All right, cool. Yeah. So, man, again,
rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Yes, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Much love and condolences to our family, man, and I just hope y'all find some definite time of starting to Party and Tory traded words.
Yeah.
You know what that was about? Why that shit came left field.
It came out a complete left field. I think it was a thing of so Tory's putting out an album.
Right.
He's been putting out like a ton of projects, but the thing is, he pre-recording them shits. But this is going to be his first.
He letting the hard drive go.
That's not him on the
mad at it.
No,
I'm
not mad at it either.
Yeah.
I'm just internal in music, like working in it, so I get the marketing of it. But it's like, no, you didn't cut these in prison, bro.
Do we care about Tory's music still? Let's just be honest.
Listen, I'm not ever going to be a nigga that canceled Tory musically. I don't need nobody to hang me about it.
I'm just asking right now, because of everything that happened with him and the Meg situation and where he is now, he's not able to put out music in the manner that he would like to put it out. I'm just asking, do we care? Just like we asked about, do we still care about the baby music? Do we still care about Lil Baby music? Do we still care about a whole bunch of other artists? We got to put him on the same playing field.
Do people care? I don't think people care.
I don't think people care.
Yeah,
but I mean, he's hindered. He's hindered so much by being in prison that it's hard to care.
Right.
Yeah. You have to be a diehard Tory fan to be searching for the music. I mean,
I commend him.
And he's not going to get like editorial support.
No, he's not going to get the visibility.
Like they've been clipped that. So it's like you said, you have to be a fan to get
100%.
it. And I don't think there's like a void missing with Tory not making music. I just say that
I agree.
Tory made some great music.
I
can't stand when people play on the nigga head top like he didn't make that. So he's an impeccable songwriter. He done wrote stuff for other folks, and he, I'm not going to ever cancel him musically.
Yeah.
So.
But even at party, like they, and we talked about camaraderie earlier, all these boys from the same city. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand the origin of why Party would diss him.
I mean, Party just from my observation, Party has like a history of just like jumping off the deep end on Twitter at people.
Yeah. And
then having to reel it back because like, oh shit, I was tripping.
Or post and delete type shit.
Yeah.
I have a very like deep
disdain.
No, not disdain. Because I fuck with Party. Like, but it's just like a theory. Like, especially when every time I think about Party and that picture of him when he was Block Party. I call him Block Party because, he used to be a big boy. Okay. So, like, every time I think about that, and I think about who he is.
Yeah.
So, every time I think about him now, like the from, to, And when because I tweeted this the other day, like the more he speaks or acts out, it just comes across like lame and insecure.
Yeah.
You know, and I'd rather just hear the music because he is a mysterious, like cool and makes vibey music. But when he get to talking and acting out, it's like, where this coming from? Like, you know, it's kind of weird.
That's really who he is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of times we don't talk about that enough. Like the real niggas who really, really like claim to be making music for women and R&B heads or whatever, them niggas be lame as fuck sometimes. A lot of times.
They do, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just didn't like the whole, because when you look at the history of Tory and Drake, they passed up their issues. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why would you then go off on the deep end when you know like these two niggas already kind of like squash their shit and they really trying to move the city forward, and then here you come, like you say, with your emotional ass and just saying shit off the wall. Like that was weird to me. But
I mean, it's only so long you can hide who you are at the core.
Correct.
Not just him, just
Extreme.
anybody.
everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody.
No matter what you put on, what you wear, how many chains you put on,
How
who
much
you are at
coke
the
you
core.
do.
Yeah.
Yes.
How many tattoos you got? You can put whatever you put 1,000 teardrops on your face.
Absolutely.
You are who you are.
Yeah, you are who you are. 100%.
I'm curious to know why we haven't heard from Young Thug more. He's been out. We heard him. I think he had the one track on Lil Baby album, but he hasn't really put out any music.
How long has it been?
The verdict was
End of November,
last year, end of November.
Yeah.
We first quarter 2025.
Think he waiting on spring, summer?
As an artist or A&R, would you allow an artist as hot as him to wait that long?
I think it's supply for me. Yeah, it's supply and demand. Like I also think that the blueprint is there for a successful got released from jail and take off career, and that was with Gunna.
Yes,
Gunna didn't release music immediately, like, and he wasn't everywhere visibly. You know, when you have enough of a brand, there's a demand there, and the demand isn't going to seep away. We got like, let's not forget, like Young Thug is big enough to the point where like Elton John's co-signing him.
Yeah,
you know, so people
He's a
are
superstar.
waiting. Yeah, he's a superstar.
He is a superstar.
He had literally. I was
on the brink of being a superstar.
Yeah.
Close enough.
I was saying the other day, literally, you can count the appearances since jail. There was a video of him with T.I. when T.I. thirstily like, yeah, my boy is here. That was that video.
Man, let's not do that.
Yeah.
No, that was very thirsty, bro.
But they got a relationship. They have a relationship before
is real. What I'm
prison.
saying was the necessity of me posting a video with him when he just got out of jail 2 days ago.
I feel,
Man, no tip slander.
ever will ever be tolerated. No.
That shit was thirsty, bro.
Slander shall ever prosper in my
There was
presence.
that. There was the verse on Lil Baby's album, and then there was a video of him in a jewelry store. And that was like maybe a couple weeks ago. Outside of
That's
that,
behind him getting his jury back from the Georgia SWAT or whoever.
Yeah. He want his money and
For sure.
everything.
so it's like there
100%.
hasn't been anything really on him, and it's the demand hasn't gone anywhere. I don't think it's an issue. When he drops, he's gonna drop, and people are gonna be here for it. You know.
When he drops, what do we think it's gonna be, a project, a single featuring an artist that we love, or a solo record?
The only thing I before I answer your question, the only thing I'm thinking is I wonder who's gonna be behind the production, because
Yeah.
Turbo and Weezy are with Gunna, right?
Yeah.
And they got that wedge between them two. So
Oh,
who's
that's a
gonna
good
be
point.
producing the records?
Yeah,
Probably Metro, maybe.
more
Yeah,
than likely.
definitely Metro.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely Metro had play a part. Damn, Turbo and
I didn't even
Weezy.
think about that. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you probably got to make sure the records is right.
Or maybe he patching up shit behind the scenes. I went on record in saying that in order for Drake to be successful in rap again, he got to patch shit up with Future. And that whole community of Atlanta is not moving if Future not on board and Thug not on board.
But he never had, like, there was never nothing. Like, Drake fucking ran to Atlanta a day after Thug got out and gave him, like, I think it was like 30 mil. It was,
Yeah, they've always had a
So,
great relationship.
it was
Them.
never no issue.
Yeah,
Like,
He came and gave Thug some bread. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did.
A day after he got out of jail. So,
I'm talking about him in Future.
I don't think whatever's going on with him in Future got anything to do with Thug and Drake. And I think that they'll work together. I would say personally, I don't want a record with Thug and anybody like as a first release. Like I would like to hear him. That was the conversation. They were flirting with the idea of a little baby Thug project, which
Future.
I don't fucking want at all. No, because I just feel like a lot of the stuff that comes from them as a collective, I know what it sounds like without ever pressing play on it.
Mm-hmm.
And when people are predictable sonically, it just don't do nothing for me.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
If we are talking about like joint projects and stuff like that, what are you looking for? Like, what would be your, since you're talking collab albums, what's your top collab album, rap album of all time?
True. Top, that is tough.
Yeah.
Tough question.
You know?
Top rap collab album? Sheesh.
Because you got, I mean, of course I guess we can say it. Best of Both Worlds
I
is
knew you
up
was
there.
going to go there.
Yeah.
Best of Both
I mean,
Worlds.
you have, musically, you have
Watch
to
the
mention
Throne
that.
is better than Best of Both Worlds to me.
Who?
Watch the Throne.
I would agree. I would agree.
It aged. And I think when Watch the Throne was out, I didn't appreciate it as much as like when I went back to listen to it like last year. Like, yeah.
What's the Future and Drake project? What a Time?
What a time.
What a Time is up there.
It was a time. That was a time period.
You can't deny that. So the question is, what do you look when you hear a collab album or you're looking for a collab album from some of your favorite artists? Like what are you looking for? Is it production? Is it, sound? Is it, what is it?
For me, it's like bringing the best of both. Because I feel like when it comes to a collab album, I want two people where they live in different spaces sonically.
Okay.
And I want the collab project to bring the best of both spaces together. That's why when I say I don't want to hear a Thug Future Baby album, because it's just all like a hodgepodge of the same sonics.
Mm-hmm.
When we got the Chains and Larry June project,
I love.
Chains
Man, I
is
love
a
that project.
spitter for real, but
Yep.
we seldom hear that because it's on trap beats.
Mm-hmm.
And Larry, he gives game and he's giving lifestyle. You put all that together over Alchemist production, which gives you like an open space for Chains to rap.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like a beautiful merge of all things.
Oh, now you like Alchemist production.
I like it with I love Alchemist. You wanted me to say he was the best producer of all time. I'm not
I
gonna say
said
that.
I wanted you to acknowledge that he is definitely in the top 10 of producers of all time. 10.
Oh, wow.
In 10. He's in 10. He's the latter part of 10. He's the latter part of 10.
Top 10?
He's the latter part of 10. I give him 9 or 10.
Okay, wait, before we revisit that, I just had to pull up the Watch the Throne track list.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That is without question number one.
Yeah, that shit is hard.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, it's probably the upper echelon, the top spot for sure.
Yeah.
Other ones are there. I think one collab album I think about often that could have been way better than what it should have been was the Pain and Wayne shit, because they took too long to
I almost
put it
forgot
out.
they even
Yeah, I
did
forgot
that.
No, when then they put it out on like that Piff or live mixtapes or some bullshit like that. They didn't have a proper release, or they didn't have a proper rollout.
The business.
Yeah, like so. I think that had that would have came out when it was supposed to. I think it was the T Wayne project,
Yeah,
whatever they was,
T-Wayne,
whatever they
yeah.
were titling it at that time. I think that could have definitely been something to talk about. But Watch the Throne is bar none.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't
Paris,
really.
what are we talking about?
Yeah, you can't.
All right, we can't go to the next topic until we get back on this Alchemist top 10 thing.
I'm latter part of 10. I'm standing on it.
Give me a 10.
So, Dre is up there. Dre is number one spot for me.
In hip hop.
Yes, I'm only talking hip hop.
Okay.
So, Dre.
Mm-hmm.
No, and do I have to order it?
Nah, no.
No,
Okay. Dre, Pharrell, Tim. Timbo. Yeah. Timbaland.
Hip hop?
Yes.
He's not a top 10 producer, is he?
In hip hop?
Yeah.
Nigga, what you keep asking? Yeah, we said yes already.
You feel like he got more hip hop than R&B?
I feel like it's a yes with Missy, with his stuff with Jay-Z. He got tracks with Busta Rhymes. Like Tim is yes, absolutely.
Versus
And he has a definitive sound too.
Absolutely.
No.
Like,
Timbaland is top 10 all time.
But you don't put him in the
I'm
hip
just
hop
saying,
space.
specifically hip
Hip-hop.
hop. How much of Missy are we calling hip hop?
The first what?
I feel like that's a tricky question.
Missy's first whole album is hip hop. It's nothing but hip hop. She may be harmonizing.
Yeah, I feel like she's like the definition of a line blur.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
You're not going to hear an album from her and it's R&B. You're not going to hear an album from her and it's
Correct.
complete hip-hop.
Because I feel like if we're saying Missy is hip hop, like if we're saying Missy's a rapper, then she is number one. But nobody ever lists her as number one.
They don't.
But she would be number one if you're talking hits,
Yeah. Performance,
classic album,
writing. She produced too.
she would be number one.
This a tone change because you talking about something you thought the Brat was number one.
As far as hip hop
the Brat is
rapping,
up there. I mean, she's the first
Yeah.
female rapper
But
to
you'll
go
put
platinum.
the Brat above Missy?
I don't think I said that. I think I did mention Missy. I said
But I feel like you put the Brat number one,
The
bro.
Brat is up there though.
She up there.
1,000%.
100%.
She is 1,000% up there.
100%.
If Missy is 1A, the Brat is 1B.
All time?
All time.
Brat, the first female rapper to
To
go
go
platinum.
platinum. Like that's
no, I'm not diminishing that. That's hard.
and that's
But that's one thing.
she did it as a dyke though, bro.
Bro.
Pause. I'm sorry. No disrespect.
Yeah.
But when you
Yes,
when
come
you
on, that's-
really
that's
when you
it.
really think about listen, no, okay. Think about what I'm saying. We talking about 93, 94. People weren't even talking about they was gay back then. At all.
That she didn't sell sex to do it.
At
No, she
all.
didn't.
Really rapping.
Straight rapping. Like
That's-
we got to talk about that. That's commendable.
That's extremely commendable. But how many years are you hanging your hat on when it comes to the Brat in that conversation?
She rapped her ass off for probably the next 5 years.
Okay. How
The
long?
shit that she did with Jake. Because let's look at the female rap career. Who else we got in that category that rapped longer than 5 years? You got Foxy, you got Kim,
You got Foxy Kim, you got Nicki.
the Brat, Nicki. That's it. Well,
Cardi. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. She has one of the most, if not commercially successful rap albums
yes,
ever.
she does. But we have to put Cardi at the end of that part because she don't write her lyrics.
Cardi wouldn't be on my Mount Rushmore.
She would not.
She's not on my Mount Rushmore, but she definitely belongs in the greatest of all time conversation.
We
when it
can
comes to
talk
in the
about that,
conversation.
yeah.
She could be in the
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah,
but-
she is in the conversation. She's at the latter part
Yeah,
of the
latter part,
conversation.
yeah, for sure.
But when we talk about, listen, she had a great team, put together a great album. I like the album.
You put the Brat before Cardi?
Nigga, abso-fucking-lutely. Yes, Funktified.
It's not Bodak Yellow.
You can't even put, listen, I know you weren't born when Funktified came out. I understand.
I know what Funktified is. I have the appreciation. I would never put the
Come
Brat
on,
down.
bro. Like, and then let's look at the Brat writing ability. She wrote for Bow. She wrote for Chris Cross. Like, these are things that actually
Yeah, I
happen.
mean, if you take that tank,
Come on,
Those
bro.
are
Like, what we
different.
talking
Yes.
about?
Okay,
It's
then
crazy.
on the flip side, if you talk about is Bodak Yellow double diamond or is it just diamond?
That's a great record.
And the project, because if I go down the track list, it was hit after hit
Yeah, it
after
was.
hit after hit
She
after
got about
hit.
4 or 5 on there.
No, it's more.
It's
That's
more
what
than
I'm-
5?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're talking about one of the most commercially successful
She
rap
had a
albums
great
ever.
writing staff.
all right. So when's the last time you heard Funktified outside? Can you remember?
Outside?
Yeah, like have you?
I haven't heard it outside.
But that go
in
back to our
ages.
DJ conversation. A lot of DJs not playing that. I can tell you a DJ in Atlanta that will probably play Funktified before anybody else. DJ MLK. MLK gonna go on the records, and he gonna play shit that you ain't heard from in a very, very long time. And I'm outside to know this and vouch for it. So
That DJ, but that's the funny thing is like you speaking from the older perspective of like they not playing the older records.
correct.
I'm on the flip side. I'm like, these niggas don't play no new shit. And it's so funny because what you were saying, it's so I have like a whole like subjective like view of it now, especially since I moved to Cali. Like you're saying when you're in Atlanta, you hear new shit. They don't do that in Miami. That's what you're saying, right?
not at all.
When I'm in LA, I'm like, I'm hearing shit they would never play in fucking Atlanta. I'm like, they never like push the needle in here. You know how like when we were like a little younger, maybe college. Okay. I remember when one album specifically, TM 103. I remember it dropped. I remember going to the club and I remember hearing every song of that project being
Every single
played.
song.
Yes.
They don't do that for what we think are great rap projects these days.
What are you hearing in LA right now that you're not hearing in Atlanta?
Peekaboo.
That's a lie.
They play peekaboo in Atlanta?
We just talked about this. Yeah. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Was the reaction the same though?
It's not going to be
because
the same.
They love to say online he makes scaring the whole music, and what did Paris say? I'm never going to tell him to cut on Kendrick in the function.
She's a liar now because that shit is jamming. I'll give you a prime example. I just posted a video and we got a group chat. My son is in the 4th grade. He goes to an elementary school on the east side. They honor Kendrick Lamar for Black History Month and they played TV Off as a performance.
That's crazy.
They highlighted Beyonce and Kendrick Lamar. And I got both videos in my phone to prove it. So the music that he's making now, for the people that continue to say that, oh, he don't have hits or he not making records, them 4 records that we talk about, and we are a Kendrick Lamar Stan podcast for sure. It's those 4 records are still in the top 10 of the Hot 100, still to this day. So yes, we hear Peekaboo. Like I said, MLK gonna play Peekaboo. If you go to Blue on a Friday, you're gonna hear Peekaboo. You're gonna hear Peekaboo, TV Off. You're gonna hear Not Like Us. You're gonna hear Luther. Those are the 4 that you're gonna hear, guaranteed.
Okay,
just get there before. Just get there 9:45 or after, and you will hear those records.
So here's the other side of it. What about on the R&B side? Do they play any new R&B?
No,
because we all know Felly up here, and I love to have that conversation. Like, we've moved into a space where the club doesn't have an R&B set anymore.
No.
The R&B set is
Tevin Campbell.
It's Afrobeat. Are they playing Tevin Campbell?
Oh my God.
So because of that, they have R&B nights.
Yes.
If you go to an R&B club on an R&B night, like in Atlanta or anywhere, like they're not playing nothing past 2005.
Even though Red Martini, whatever venue they had previously, I'm hearing they moved it somewhere else.
Yeah, Flow now.
Okay, so and you went recently.
Yeah, I went.
How was that?
It was good.
Okay,
it was great. It's just that's the best party in the city.
Okay, that's
what
Wednesday.
In the city on Wednesdays. Yeah, Flow. Shout out Keith and B Cox.
So are you hearing? Oh, you saying B Cox did, and I already know they playing everything.
Are you hearing modern R&B?
Oh no. But I think it's just like harder to cut through with these.
But we not put if you're not. That's my issue. You're not supporting. You're not support the promoter and the DJ are not supporting the growth of the genre if you're not finding a space to play it.
So we got to hold B Cox feet to the fire then.
No, I'm not holding. No, I'm
no,
not
I'm saying that's a conversation I have with them. But it strengthens your point. What you're saying if you're gonna grow the genre, and we talking about Brian Michael Cox, who is a legendary act, hands down. So if he's not playing the modern R&B to help it cut through, then what are we doing?
When you were there Wednesday, right? Did you hear Mutt?
They did not play Mutt.
I heard Mutt in LA and I lost my shit and saw everybody lose their shit. And you tell me why the face of what's the new wave and R&B and one of the biggest like new R&B records to break in the mainstream is not getting spun in what is quote unquote the biggest R&B night in Atlanta.
That's a good question. That's a good question.
And we're not supporting the growth of the genre.
B-Cox isn't DJing, by the way.
Okay, gotcha.
He's not DJing.
I retract my statement in.
He's hosting, but that's a good question though.
You're not supporting the growth of the genre if you're not supporting what is currently, the wave.
Gotcha.
And that's just my issue with it.
Okay.
Where's Kalani? Why you're not playing Kalani? Why you're not playing Lucky? Why not playing Leon? These I don't care.
What records Lucky got that right now that should be playing? I give you Leon.
That's you.
Leon should have Yes It Is and
Yes It Is should definitely
Yes It
be
Is
in rotation.
And Mutt should be playing. He has it going on right now. He got the steam.
Yeah. But if you go back at like a year and some change ago, That's You by Lucky, which was written by Bruno, and if Bruno kept it, they would be spinning that shit. Why are we not playing it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a good question. It's a good question.
I want to revisit. We're gonna revisit your project. You said that I used the adjective.
You said nice. Yeah. Let's talk about it.
So let's talk about how you felt in the moment of me describing your project as nice. By the way, as a prerequisite, I probably have the most plays of anybody of this project because I love it so much.
Then why did you say nice? Has anybody? All right, let's regionalize it. Has anybody in Florida put out anything better than that since it came out? It came out in January, so
January.
March now.
It hasn't been many Florida releases, right? So you got what Bayday from Breezy.
Major 9 dropped the project.
Major 9 dropped the
9,
project. No. To answer your question, I didn't know nice was a bad adjective.
It was like the homie shout out.
But who? Okay, let me ask you a question. Who out of your friend circle who is constantly tweeting lyrics from the project? Who is posting?
I don't know. I don't really pay attention to that.
Well, we have to talk about that because if me's calling the project nice,
that's satire. That's satire.
Yeah.
I don't really.
Also backing it up with I'm pinpointing lyrics that I.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I never really pay attention to who's posting and who's not posting. That's never been my thing. I just do what I'm doing. You catch up when you catch up. You don't, then you out the loop.
Because I could quote the project.
And I'm from Miami, where most people are out the loop.
Yeah.
You know
and that's crazy because it's like Miami. Unlike and I'm always going to champion the rest of the state because it's always Miami and there's Florida, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I would say from the outside in, Miami compared to the rest of the state for a long time had the only piece of like alternate sound. Like I feel like Florida has an aesthetic and context when it comes to rap,
right?
And everybody pretty much stays true to it. Doechie's breaking it in Tampa, like
Ross broke it when he came in,
but I feel like. Even with Ross, I could go further. Look at the whole Raider clan and Triple X and fucking what's his name with the dreads. You were talking about him. Denzel Curry. Like, and then even though he's trash, Lil Pumps and them, right?
Mm-hmm.
These were all like alternate sounds of what we expected from Florida. So it's just crazy to see that Miami was the first and only part of the state to like give room and grace for an alternate sound and not like
we never gave grace. That's the thing about Miami is the streets and anything else.
Mm-hmm.
The streets don't embrace anything else.
Mm.
So Raider Clan and Denzel them, they broke through without the embrace of the streets.
Okay.
And the DJs and the strip club and that scene. And Miami, the small little melting pot of Miami, they don't really champion anybody that doesn't come from the street side of it. So that's one of the biggest problems. Damn. So it's harder to break through without a sound that the streets don't embrace unless you're just willing to just bypass it and then they don't rep you like.
You know what that makes me think too, and I wonder like in like a comparative space, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out my homegirl D at Warner. They recent signing of AZ Chike that's on People.
Mm-hmm.
And we were discussing like, the traditionalness. He's fucking fire.
He's fire.
But like the traditionalness of the LA sound and how that's important to them for them to break and go. But when we're talking about like you guys are saying in Miami, that's the handicap that they're like so stuck in a bubble and want to make what is the Miami sound.
But I hate that term. What is the Miami sound?
In your opinion, what is the Miami sound?
Because I'll give you mine after you tell me.
The Miami sound to me is like juke and sped up.
Stop. No. Because what you're saying is what I think a lot of people in Miami believe. Mm-hmm. And that's why I came up with the phrase like you're stuck in a time capsule.
Okay.
Juke music was an era.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the sound.
Okay.
Lil Baby did not come out and try to make a snap music record.
Nah.
That was once an era in Atlanta.
Yeah.
He didn't come out and make a crunk music record.
Mm-hmm.
That was once an era in Atlanta music. Miami won't let that era go.
Like the whole juking.
They won't let it go. It's time to let it go.
That's crazy.
And it's just the truth.
I mean,
there's a pull out the stick reference in probably the last 7-8 releases of Miami artists outside of.
Like, how does that era get to define the entire sound of the city? It's so inaccurate and it's preposterous. Yeah. Let it go.
That is crazy when you think about it. That is definitely crazy when you think about it.
It was an era.
Well, why? And that's the more important conversation is why can't
And it was an era that didn't work.
Yeah, because it didn't break the state line. No, it didn't break the state line.
But besides grind mode, it didn't work.
And what you call it? Because I was so happy when he broke the state line. Ball Greasy's what record by Greasy broke nationally?
Nice and Slow.
Nice and Slow.
I don't really consider that a juke.
It broke. I mean, but it's you know what I'm saying. Like the sonics of it feel like what we know.
It feels Florida-y.
Yeah,
Florida-y.
Right.
So when it broke the state line, like a lot of us were like really happy because like I mean he's been making music forever.
Yeah.
And it was so traditional sonically, but. Yeah, him, grind mode.
Perfect
like,
sample too, though. That's...
Oh yeah.
Can we agree that the sample is what helped it cut through? The sample is recognizable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a perfect sample.
Yeah, you hear the sample before he even says any lyrics, so you hear that coupled with the production on the record, which is great. I think it's a great.
But that's all. That's the beauty of the genius of making a song.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever picked that sample, if he picked that sample, then kudos to him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He was the brains behind that operation.
Yeah.
All he had to do was not fuck it up from that point.
At that point,
and
yeah.
he nailed it home. He nailed it home. Yeah, he hit a home run. So
yeah, I want, I'm just challenging Miami artists, and I think Major 9 is doing a decent job of that, pushing the envelope away from that,
Well, I mean, it's nothing wrong with everybody doing whatever they want to do, right? But see, that's what I'm saying. You put me in a room with a few other guys and we have that same conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're able to bounce sonics off of each other and create something that could possibly be the new era of the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if everybody just continues to stay in their own bubble,
yeah, you can't.
It's just not gonna work. It's not gonna happen.
Okay.
But we gotta let that era go. We gotta let it go.
Don't nobody agree more than me.
Yeah, you gotta let it go.
I don't, and it's nothing.
I feel like it was early.
But it's a time.
You feel like it was early? It's 2025.
No,
it's 2025. Sean, when did Sean come out?
I was in college.
I was in college.
Like 2008?
Maybe.
And that's my favorite Juke song. That's the greatest Juke song of all time.
What I'm saying is I feel like it was early is because look at the success of rap these days is around what? It's around dancing and TikTok.
Right.
So I'm saying.
Oh, so you think that it can make it?
If it would have came out now, or like if it would have a resurgence on a national level, it would be the perfect time because it's at its core that whole juke and this and that. It's about dancing and stuff, right?
Right. Yeah.
So and that's what TikTok breaks.
It would have to be revamped.
Mm-hmm.
It would have to be revamped. It would just have to be revamped.
It's just nice. I'm over it.
Yeah, I just. And that's my honest opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Ball Greasy Sean is my favorite juke song. Yeah, I think it's the greatest juke song of all time. But,
but
that was 2007, 2008. It's 2025. How long did the crunk era last? How long did the snap finger music last?
You're talking about 2-3 years at best.
Even trap.
I think it was longer than that.
What?
Because you had from crunk, you had Trillville, you had
Lil Scrappy.
You had
Lil Jon and the East Side Boys.
East Side Boys. Pitbull was birthed out of crunk too.
Yeah.
They had I want to say it was about 5 years because
2004
I'm thinking more so
maybe
Snap one more than maybe like 2 to 3 years.
John got 3. He got 3 albums at least out of that. Kings of Crunk, the first album before Kings of Crunk, and then the one that had
probably like 03
Party Juice
03 to 06.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
03 to 06, something like that. Crunk music era. 02 to 06.
I want to give him 5 years.
Cause 06 was around the time D4L and all that stuff.
Yeah. Snap stuff. Yeah.
But Snap and Trap they were coming up.
It's like hand in. Yeah, it kind of came off the hip because you had the Young Bloods who came up in crunk.
Correct.
That merged into Snap.
Yeah, that's right.
So
that's right.
I'll forever say Sean Paul is one of the best rappers ever from Atlanta.
Yeah, he go hard.
I don't disagree.
He go hard. Sean Paul go crazy.
Okay. But yeah, I definitely
let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
It's okay to let it go though.
That's it.
And we've had opportunities to let it go. Like what we said, Nice and Slow. Greasy had another.
That was when Zoe dropped Run Through the Money Run. That was an opportunity for us to pivot from that sound.
That was a big record.
Yeah.
That was a huge record.
Yeah.
Damn.
We had an opportunity to pivot from the juke to a different sound, and
niggas refuse.
Iceberg dropped with his whole mixtape run. None of his mixtape records, the street records, they ain't had nothing to do with juking.
No, at all.
You know what I'm saying? So come on, Miami, let's do that.
That's just my opinion on the. And I mean, it's not coming from a hateful place. It's coming from a realistic space. Like, take a step back and look at the space that we are in.
Mm-hmm.
In totality, we're at the bottom.
Right. Do DJs hold some responsibility in that too? Because when we talk about, the question is, do DJs still break records? And that speaks to us, like being outside, going to your favorite spots and things of that nature. We pretty much hearing the same records. And the new records are now your Boss Man D-Lo's, your Glorillas, your Sexy Reds, and that's kind of like where it stops. Maybe Kodak Black here and there. That's kind of like where it stops. So what records are worthy to be broken, one, and then two, are DJs still responsible for shaping sounds in clubs because they're controlling the atmosphere?
I've never been a big DJ has to break my records guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think you get the people, and then the DJs are supposed to react to the people, which is why I have such a big gripe with the new music thing. Mm-hmm. If we're all on our phones all the time and we're seeing the records on TikTok, Instagram, you're seeing what the girls are posting on Instagram Reels and stories, how are you not taking those records and putting them in the club where the same people that go to the club have been looking at these same records all day? You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's my gripe with the new music, old music thing.
But you know what the issue is like, because I've seen like a couple clips on like Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of a conflict between the DJ and promoter. And the promoters want certain stuff played by the DJs.
Really?
And
that happens a lot.
That's kind of like the gripe of what's going on. I know I'm always on the pedestal of like, I can't stand the fact that, DJs will hang their hat on breaking new records, but they scared to play new stuff from people, and then, but what I don't know is that in the back end, they're dealing with the issues of the promoters wanting to play certain stuff.
You can totally kill the entire energy of the club playing something that nobody knows.
Yeah.
True.
So I never got into the whole breaking records thing. I think you go get the people first. You figure out, you build yourself a little community. Even if you're gonna build a club community, then you have to beat that one club into the ground. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And make that your community, and then other DJs will react to you having a community.
Yeah, I even think though too, like we're in a space that's like niche and segmented. Like, let's just be real, the club scene's dead first and foremost.
Yeah.
Who is dead?
The club scene.
Okay. Yeah.
Club scene's dead.
Yeah, it's a lounge era.
Completely burnt out. So if you really want to party, like, I mean, I go to functions for the DJ. Like, I know the DJs is gonna spin shit that I want to hear, so I know I'll enjoy myself at those said functions. And those spaces are more so niche and segmented versus like going to the club and you don't hear nothing new. You're just hearing the same old pop off that spinach from Meek Mill. Like, you've heard this shit. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear that no more. Like, so I think you have to do the work as a consumer if you're complaining about not hearing certain type of music, to find those that are curating those spaces. Like, and that's just where it is.
And go where they are playing.
Where they are playing said music.
So
that's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
I
think that happens more in LA.
It's Atlanta too.
Than it does here. I'm gonna tell you a DJ that he's probably my favorite DJ of all time in Atlanta. DJ Kerosene. There's a white buddy who used to DJ at 255.
Oh yeah, he used to do L Bar too. Yeah.
Listen,
yeah.
When I tell you that white boy would play everything from R&B to reggae to rap to trap to neo soul, like he literally was in the club to play music, and he had 255 jumping. I'm talking about from Thursday to Sunday, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And he was in there Friday and Saturdays, literally. So it'd be weekends. I would go to 255 Friday and Saturday back to back, just because I knew the vibe was going to be there. I don't know where he is now. I think he ended up DJing for one of them hip hop older statesmen.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Pete Rock. It's somebody like that in that. But he was always one of my favorite DJs in the city because you're going to hear the mix of the music that we're talking about now. Like he wasn't scared to play shit, even if people didn't know those records. You know what I'm saying? So
I think people that go, I think everybody has a job.
yes,
Yes, that's true.
The people that are attending the club have a job of knowing
Where they're
music.
going.
Yes, knowing where they're going and knowing the music.
Yeah.
Actually be a fan of music
right.
so you can enjoy dancing to music.
Mm-hmm.
And the DJ has the job of knowing what's out, what's current, and what people want. But I mean, I'm gonna keep reiterating the time capsule thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when I go out in Miami, the DJs are in a time capsule.
In a time capsule. I mean,
they're stuck in it too.
Is there anywhere you can go? And because I have this struggle too. When I go home, I'll be ready to come back to Atlanta. Where do you go to hear? I know Liv probably is going to play a multitude of different music.
Yeah, I mean, Liv is the greatest club in the country.
Okay,
but they have a responsibility because it's a melting pot. It's just tourists and everything is they have to stay on that line of top 40.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's a very, very, very mainstream atmosphere.
right.
But when I wanna hear new music or music that's current, the one spot I say is Playa.
Okay.
The DJ in Playa, I forgot his name.
The Cloud's just a restaurant.
No, it's a restaurant and a club.
Okay.
Kind of like
Rocksteady.
yeah, like
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
You fuck with Rocksteady, Teddy?
I love Rocksteady.
Yeah.
That was like, I was gonna name those spaces. Like
Okay,
Rocksteady is a space where like you know what night you're going, you know what you're gonna hear.
Yeah.
I love, before I left Atlanta, El Malo on the east side. El Malo is what Edgewood used to be. And shout out to like DJ Hourglass and them. Like I'll go in there and I'll hear, we think Chromacopia is a hard album.
Mm-hmm.
I hear Tyler in there.
Okay.
Oh,
You
that's
think
crazy.
Don Tolliver's hard?
Mm-hmm.
I'm hearing Don Tolliver
What
in
day
there.
do I have to go? Because I went to Elmont. I don't think I went on the right day.
No, yeah, you fuck around and go on a Mayo night.
I was on Nicky Tom's night.
No, you gotta go depending upon like the DJ that's spinning there. But like, yeah, it's like I know like Hourglass had like a set there. Sean Fallion spins there, like, and they will spin like the new shit. Like,
no spot.
yeah. Oh, aesthetically,
like it.
it's
You ever been?
amazing.
No.
Okay. It's that's on what, Moreland?
Yeah,
Yeah, off Moreland. It's like in like a warehouse type.
you think you're going to hell when you're walking in
Yeah,
there.
like, but it's a dope spot. You go in, you know what I'm saying? All the bitches got nose rings, shit like that. Like you can vibe in there for sure.
Aluminum free deodorant.
All that,
yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Big
God.
natural hair.
Oh my God.
in a permanent site.
Queens. I'm talking Queens.
Shea butter babies.
I fuck with Elmont. I think I just went on the wrong night. I went on a Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, okay. So see, I gotta go there.
Find a DJ. Like,
Okay, got you.
Yeah, but everybody has a responsibility.
Yeah.
That's what I feel strongly about.
Got you. We want to get into Not Gon Lie.
okay, then.
You got some
Yeah, what
responses?
was the question again this week?
Okay,
It was
so we introduced another segment called Not Gon Lie. We post a question, and then people respond anonymously. So the question that we came up with,
Anonymously?
yeah. So like we put it through. we respond to them without revealing their.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
yeah.
But they definitely tell us who they are. So
Nah, they don't. That's the beauty of it.
so you don't even know.
No, the application basically just says the answer. It doesn't say who.
Got it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I did not know that. I
So
thought
that's
you
why
would
you're
see.
able to just like be wild and what
Got
you're
it.
saying. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
You got a question? Because I got it here.
So the question was, what was the question again?
What's a song you had no business listening to as a child, but you didn't realize it until you got older?
You asking me the question?
I'm asking everybody.
Everybody, okay.
Yeah,
I know for
everybody-
me it was the next record. The You're Making It Hard for Me. Baby, why you crying?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because it's like as a jit, I didn't know we singing along about you making it hard for me, but as an adult, like, bitch, what was being hard? Being
Right.
hard. Like,
Oh,
I got
man.
you. Yeah.
All right, I caught it.
It was OPP for me. Fucking
oh,
John OPP.
yeah. I didn't know what OPP was until I got like of age. I had facial hair. Nigga, other people's pussy? That's crazy.
I thought. Wow.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. I'm dead ass serious. Look it up. Yes, bro.
You didn't know that's what that's about? Yes.
Last time I knew
They
it.
Today
covered
years old.
it.
I'm
They
telling
covered
you.
it in mainstream by saying other people's property.
Yes, nah,
but
it
no,
was
it was
pussy.
other people's pussy.
For sure.
Yes.
That is nuts.
And I'm
So
like,
that'll probably be my answer then.
nigga, listen, I'm 8, 9 years old. You know OPP? Yeah, you know me. Shit. Okay. Man.
Wow.
So,
Yes, bro. Google it.
But wait. Wait. So there was never a dirty version of that.
It is a dirty version. Yes, but on the radio, you heard.
but in the clean and dirty version, they were never
They never
saying.
said.
They were saying you down with OPP, yeah, you know me. That is what it said in
Correct.
the clean and dirty.
Yes.
You know, they were cursing in the dirty version.
Yes.
But like it was just a dual meaning. Like they
It was a double
always
entendre.
said,
Yeah, probably is definitely pussy though.
yeah, but it was pussy.
Okay, so I gotta run that back.
Yes.
Run back on that song and listen to the verses. That is crazy.
Yes. So that definitely would be mine. Anything R. Kelly would be a second tier.
Yeah, someone here they got Bump and Grind by R. Kelly.
Of course.
Thong Song. I mean,
That song was blatant though.
yeah, that was on the nose.
Yeah.
So whoever wrote this is from Florida. Get You Wet by Plies.
How's that again?
Bet if I suck on that pussy. That's
Yes.
a shout out ass.
It is.
Jesus.
That's what pleasure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. For sure.
Get You Wet.
Oh yeah, that's a wild ass song.
That's a wild.
That's a wild ass song.
I ain't got no panties on.
I'm still too young to sing that Plies song.
No.
That shit is, yeah. He came out the gate crazy. Crazy. Get You Wet. And what was it? Pussy Tastes Like Water. That I think that was like one of the first ones too. Like, yeah, he came out crazy.
Yeah.
And we got Freak Like Me, Adina Howard. Yeah, definitely had no business singing that. Trillville, Some Cut. I mean,
That was blatant.
that was
What
yeah.
it is, ho?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up?
Can a nigga get in them guts?
Yeah, that was never mind.
At
Yeah.
8 years old
That
is
was
wild. 8 years old.
They know what guts are.
Someone got 3-6 Mafia slob on my knob.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an out of control song too.
Yes.
No business as a child singing that. And then I got what's the last one? Oh, of course. Tampa's Finest. My Neck, My Back.
Yeah, my name.
course.
Yeah.
Oh man. Of course. Yeah, so, yeah, definitely.
Where does that rank all time on the nasty song list? What's the number one? What's the nastiest song of all time?
Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
Damn.
Damn.
It's funny that while thinking about that, a lot of them shits come from Florida. So that speaks a lot about us as
Really
Floridians.
gross
It gotta be.
individuals.
Well, Luke got to be at the top.
Some gross human beings.
Luke has to be at the top. I would say.
Which record though?
I don't know. Hey, we want some pussy.
That's pretty wild.
That's wild.
That's a wild ass song, bro.
That's a pretty
Literally,
wild
it's an
song.
anthem.
And he ended up going to court and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and won.
Yeah, so he probably got the nastiest song.
I would say that.
But in retrospect, and thinking about the Me Too era, is hey, we want some pussy as wild as girl, give me that pussy.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
Because we were all singing along to that
Yes.
shit. And that was very rapey.
Yes, I think the statement,
Rapey.
Girl, give me that
yeah,
pussy.
the statement versus the demand is
it's
really
the demand. It's very like, how did this clear? The studio and the world was singing this very demanding
But what we consider, but they were so Trill, ENT, they were underground. I mean, independent, correct?
Yeah, they were. But that record was not. That record was a hit.
Not on the radio.
Regionally?
Oh, he did.
Regionally, that was a big record.
But they had a video for that too, right?
Yeah, they had a video for that and all, yeah.
Girl, give me that. Give me that pussy.
Webby.
Webby.
Oh yeah, that was on 106 Park and everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was. You're
Yeah,
right.
for
You're
sure.
right.
Yeah.
What was the clean version of that though? Girl, give me that.
That's what.
I do remember. Yes, I remember that. Love you.
Girl,
Right.
give me that.
You're right. Oh shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Okay, so yeah, Luke, that give me that pussy definitely up there. Anything, something with Plies, I would say, get you wet with Plies, or get you wet with Twister. That's what I was originally thinking about when you
Yeah.
said get you wet.
Get you wet with Twister.
Yeah.
What's record?
Get it wet. I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, get it wet.
I like Wetter better though.
Okay. Adina Howard definitely up there.
Yeah,
T-shirt in my panties.
She just holds a slide.
Janet?
Yeah.
Which one?
Ooh.
What Janet record?
Is it anytime?
What's
Any Place?
anytime, any place? One of them, she just like flat out moaning on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, I didn't
That's true.
even get to come.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
I think that's
Nuts.
anytime, any
That's true.
place.
That's
Um,
nuts.
Could be a fly on the wall in the studio for that recording.
Biggie and Kelly.
Fucking you tonight.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay.
Biggie and Kelly up there.
LL
Which one?
doing it.
Yes. On the more cleaner side, because he just say doing it. Like, is he even
LL?
cussing in that record? I don't think he is.
No.
No.
But I tell you a more regional one that just came to me. That fucking girl, you got a big old ass and
Oh, yeah,
bow
for sure.
legs.
That's a nasty ass
Sexy
record, bro.
motherfucker.
Yes. That's on Trick album.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Florida. We
Yeah,
some
Thug
disgusting.
Match
I'm telling you.
Yeah. So we lead the pack of nasty songs.
Yeah.
Oh. It's wild.
And then City Girls came through and took the torch with nasty records too.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's like, okay,
So that is that our
it is.
sound?
That is
Nasty.
that's the sound.
Nasty records is our sound. God
That's
damn,
interesting.
we give it up, like you said.
That's interesting.
Give it a rest. You know what I'm saying? But we hopefully, but shoot, Mason and I get nasty too. Shout out to him.
That's probably why. Yeah,
Yeah, because
Greasy
he
too.
Greasy, yes. All
That's
the niggas
probably
eat
why it
pussy.
worked.
Every
Yeah,
track.
that's something I never thought about. That's something I need to look into.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with it, but they definitely carrying a nasty torch.
Mhm.
All right, man. What? So shit you said. So this is another segment we got where we read off tweets from each other from the past week or the past at
I
all.
don't tweet enough.
Yeah, we know. It's okay. So I can start if you want me to start. I could go. It's up to you, bro.
Yeah, you can start.
Okay. So I got this was wild that you said too. Damn, I just had it. Oh, okay. February 19th, 2025. You said Ack and Drake gotta be fucking. You can't convince me of less. It's no other explanation for a grown man acting like that. I'm curious to know what sparked that tweet. Where was your mind at during that time?
I think that was February 19th.
4 days after Valentine's Day, too.
So then that was when he was like doing the whole like caping for the album sales thing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I was just like, he was going on like this whole tangent on live and shit. And I'm just like, bro, like they got to be fucking, bro, like or some, because it at this point it just don't make no sense.
It's a weird obsession.
It's extremely weird
But
obsession.
I know that a lot of the people that tweet and a lot of the streamers, they know that there's nothing that's gonna get more engagement
Then
than Drake and Kendrick.
Yeah.
So you kind of just pick a side and you just keep going,
keep
and going
running with it.
and just running up your engagement. What do they call it? Engagement
farming.
Engagement farming.
Mhm.
That's really all.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely got a weird look.
It's him and the whole OVO. Because you ever seen that clip with him and Party? And that goes into what I be talking about, Party.
Wildest.
And when he was like, Party was like the biggest, and acts like, oh fuck, man.
Pause.
Oh my god.
So I gotta find a tweet.
You can. It's up to you. You pick. I probably tweet the most out of all three of us. So
So I'll give you the one I found. And I don't think think this one was too crazy, but it was very on the nose. You said the same people complaining about inflation will spend their last on non-necessities.
Yes.
Make it make sense.
Absolutely, bro. Like, I think I seen what triggered that tweet was a girl. It was a tweet right before that I saw. The girl was saying, no, it was a dude that tweeted about his girl wanting $500 for a bob, shit like that. I was just like, damn, $500 for a hairdo is insane. Now, I'm totally aware of the upkeep that it takes for you to be an attractive woman in society today, right? But a lot of times, women are spending their last, or people, let me not even generalize with women, people are spending their last on things that don't necessarily matter. You know what I'm saying? $500 for a hairdo and you barely got groceries at the crib is insane to me. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I know when I'm in a crunch or I'm in a pinch, I'm just not gonna go get a haircut, or I'm just not gonna go buy some alcohol. I'm just not gonna go do some things to make
sacrifice.
Sure. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Sacrifice on all fronts. So I just think that men are more inclined to do that.
Judging by what you call it, that whole, which I'm so over that conversation, the whole $30 lunch conversation.
Oh my God.
You know what I will say with age, like I'm becoming like so like intolerant to the conversations of the timeline as I become like more politically informed.
Yes.
Because it's like so much going on above
So much
us.
more important shit.
You know, in the White House and in the country, and you guys are on the timeline arguing about is $30 enough for lunch.
Right.
I was like, God, I hate us sometimes.
I mean, lunch when? What are we talking about? Like lunch?
Like I guess they at work.
The story was a dude text the girl he was talking to $30 Apple Pay. And he was like, I know it isn't much, but here's some, grab lunch today. And she sent it back to him. And she's like, nah, it's cool. And then she screenshot it and put it on Twitter and was like, oh, I'm so tired of the bare minimum, this, that, and the third. Like, yeah, so that's where it came from.
And it's what's crazy is a lot of times, a lot of people you don't even got time to eat $30 worth of lunch. A lot of people got 30-minute lunch, 2 15s. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't have hour lunch. So my whole aspect of it is that just be appreciative of everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, man. Any final remarks, brother? I know you got your project that's circulating out on DSPs.
Oh, I had a tweet. I found one.
Yeah, what's the tweet?
So I tweeted this at, oh, then this is random. I wonder what caused this tweet. 7:44 a.m. I'm too good for a hoe cooking chicken pasta.
That's real now. For real.
Nah, we gotta do a little bit better than chicken pasta.
Put some effort behind it. You know what I'm saying? Put some effort behind it. I agree.
Every once in a blue moon, that's cool. You throw a little broccoli in there.
For sure. Asparagus.
Spaz it up.
Asparagus on the side. Something.
Do something. You know what I'm saying? But come on, man.
Yeah, it's pasta, it's tacos.
Pasta tacos.
Tacos.
They tacoing us to death out here, boy.
Spaghetti.
It's variations of spaghetti too.
Yes, it's definitely variations.
Spaghetti, lasagna, tacos, all that shit in the same family.
Yeah, same family.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta, we'll challenge the men and the women, bro. Let's just challenge each other to just put more effort into, put some love into it.
Yeah.
Nigga, come on, bro.
I tell a woman quick, boy. I said, look at me, look at my elbows. Bitch, you better be able to cook.
For sure.
Because I can. Like, so what are we talking about? Like,
I even take stuffed shells. Stuffed shells is pasta based, but it's more effort into that.
Give me, dress it up a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't pasta me to death.
don't pasta me to death.
Nah, so that was
Pasta
my tweet.
taco, man. Yeah, I don't want no more taco. We could go somewhere for Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. But yeah, man. Appreciate you sliding, my brother, man. Let the people know, where they can find you, what's upcoming for you.
Think where were we in March?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna come back with another 7-pack in April.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna just start going, like I said, go content crazy. I'm not really big on social media, using social media. I don't really use it at all.
Even though we're trying to get him to be more vocal, but whatever.
Yeah, I just don't. People that talk a lot usually end up saying the wrong shit.
Yeah.
So I just try to keep to myself.
Yeah, I just said the wrong shit a lot of times.
Yeah, exactly. You were four Twitter pages in.
But I got my original back though, so we back to square one. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. What's the tone of the next project?
I think that's what most of all the music is done.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do next. Gotcha. I guess I got a summer pack.
Okay.
That I'll probably drop. I don't know. I just want to get 2 more projects out and just focus on nothing but visuals. But
shout out to Trick Jr. I want to see more features in 2025. Hopefully you'll see this. Trick had an amazing feature on your project. I like it.
Trick
we know. But let's just
Trick is a maniac.
I want him to release more music. That's my from my mouth to your ears, sir. You know, hopefully, and I'm gonna clip this up and I'm gonna send it directly to you so you see.
I would like everybody from Miami to just release more music.
Yeah,
everybody
let's do it.
To get active because that's the only way we're gonna figure out exactly what needs to be done.
For sure.
So I'm trying to be active. I'm trying to be more active. 3 projects in 1 year is
that's a lot. That's a lot of activity. Yes, that's a lot of activity.
So
for sure. All right, Teddy, what you got going on upcoming?
Nothing, man. We head back to LA probably tomorrow.
Okay.
And flight is so draining.
It is, but we working, and I'm excited about some of the stuff we're working on. That's should be coming out soon.
Gotcha.
So shout out to all the guys, everybody that's free. We back to Atlanta, again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good summer and fall.
That's what's up, man. Yep. We on TikTok, man. Check us out. We're trying to upload more content on all social media spaces. Audio Dope Pod.
It's a lot of work,
man. Let me tell you something. And the AI shit, they love to tell you the AI shit make it easier. It don't. Especially because a lot of these platforms, you have to originate the content through their platform for you to copy it and paste it to other places. I'm learning that too. So I done tried to use Buffer, Repurpose, IO. I think is another platform.
I ain't never even heard.
Bro, listen, I'm tapped into the AI space a little bit. I'm trying to figure, trying to use my little 14-day trials to the best of my ability before they start charging me. But bro, that shit is a lot of work. But I see why people got teams and stuff like that. But we gonna keep it going, man.
Yeah,
we trying to mash out. So thank y'all for listening, man. It's your boy way more fly than you, man. Audio Dope Pod.
No.
Y'all was supposed to say y'all names.
Oh shit. Hey, it's your boy Teddy.
Yeah, DMac, man.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for listening.